It was a crisp and cold morning in New York City. The air was scented like a candle. Rainy days and coffee beans would be the name. I gathered my belongings, excited to seize a day that I have always dreamt of. A day that would alter my life forever. My camera bag over one shoulder, my notebook in my hands, I take one step closer to the door. My feline friend's eyes, bright with sorrow of my departure, spoke in a way I could almost hear my name come from their mouths. Out the door I go, the city just buzzing all around me. Horns blare, I can't hear my own thoughts. All the emotions run through me at once. This is where I belong. As I walk briskly, one foot after another, down these populous, crowded streets, I am reminded of where I am. I take a look around. So many people I look up to once stepping on the same path that I am. I pass my usual cafe, the barista waving at me like an old friend through the window, knowing the big day I had ahead and wishing me luck from the inside. It was today, the last shot of my first short film. This project had gained much traction at film festivals all around the country. I am nowhere near being recognized in the streets, but I can confidently say that I am one step closer. A few experimental clips from college led me to influencing hundreds of people. Who would have thought that I ended up here? By early afternoon, after train rides and a few blocks by foot, I reached the studio, bouncing ideas off of a cinematographer I used to so fondly look up to and now I'm pleased to call my colleague. The creative directors, sound designers, writers, all creating an environment to die for, pushing each other's creative boundaries, brainstorming our next big hit. I take a look at the movie posters on the wall, the ones that remind me of the legacy that we are building upon. It is right at that moment that I yell cut. As the afternoon sun began to set, the large studio windows allowed us to share some of its beauty. I sit back in my chair watching the final cut play on my screen. I could not be more proud, not just of myself, but of everyone that helped me get there. My heart swelled with gratitude. This is what life is worth living for. This is a dream I could have hopefully imagined years ago, but seemed way too untouchable. I make my way home, train after train, foot after foot, greeted by my cats who seemed to follow me in a sigh of relief. It was over, and it went smoother than anyone could have planned. I set my bag down, not being able to wipe the smile off of my face. Laying on my bed, staring at my ceiling, reflecting on this life. I go to check my social media, comments flooding my rap post. Strangers raving of their excitement. I even spot a few blue check marks that snuck their way in there. I sip my coffee and allow it all to sink in. I made it, and not in a red carpet way. I have so much to learn before I reach that milestone, but in a way that fulfills my heart and fulfills my soul. The city fuels my passion, and I feel the stories I tell actually make an impact. I was surrounded by love and support. Nothing could top this. Yet. Life is a story. And while I may not have reached the final chapter, just breathing in the fact that I am here and I belong feels pretty incredible. So as I stand here today, manifesting this future I know I can achieve, I hope this vision can inspire you to dream big and to write your own future. Because 5 years from now, we may look back on these days as the start of something truly extraordinary.